Chapter 502. They were all just fooling around. Thus, Mike felt that the women should just get rid of the baby once they discovered their pregnancies. Why the hell would they give birth to their child? This was the fundamental reason why Mike had always hated Burton. If it weren't because his father found out that he had another grandson out there, Mike would never have taken in a bastard child who was given to him by a village woman. Even if Burton made a significant contribution to the Baker family, he would never be able to hand over the Baker family's business over to him. Who was he to deserve this? However, Mike did not reveal the slander and discomfort in his heart. He simply wanted to send the plague god, Sean, away. Therefore, Mike said respectfully, "Mr. Anderson, please help Chairman Richard." Sean also looked at Alex with a bitter expression on his face. After all, wasn't the reason why he called Alex his grandfather and why he apologized to him simply because he wanted to cure his illness? Otherwise, why else would he tolerate and endure this humiliation? Alex smiled playfully before he said to Sean, "Come, let me check your pulse." Sean hurriedly stretched out his wrist. Alex pretended to check his pulse before he said, "The reason for your illness is your body suffering from blood stasis. The downward movement isn't smooth and you also took medicine that would promote liver and kidney failure. This caused the accumulation of components in your lower region that has led to the ulceration. It is simply impossible to cure your disease by using an anti-inflammatory drug." Sean felt that his explanation was very reasonable and he hurriedly asked, "Mr. Anderson, how do you think my disease should be treated, then?" Alex smiled slightly before he said, "Your disease requires a combination of 18 different Japanese medicine to produce a bowl of medicinal soup." After that, Alex waved his hand before he said, "Please give me a pen and paper so I can give you a prescription." Sean was very excited and he blurted out immediately, "Great! Great! Thank you, Mr. Anderson." After that, Sean hurriedly asked Mike for a piece of paper and pen before he handed it over to Alex in a respectful manner. Alex scribbled 18 of the most bitter Japanese herbs before prescribing them in large doses. If anyone tasted or drank a sip of this boiled medicine, they would probably not be able to taste anything else because the tongues would be filled with a bitter taste. After writing the prescription, Alex handed it over to Mike before he said, "Since the Baker family owns a pharmaceutical company, it should be relatively easy for you to gather all these herbs. Right?" Mike looked at the prescription and he nodded when he saw that the medicinal herbs that Alex had prescribed were all relatively common. "Yes. We have all of these Japanese herbs at home. I will get someone to get them." After that, Mike called for one of his servants before he handed him the prescription and said, "Go and get the medicine ready." "Okay." The servant hurried to grab the medicine according to the prescription. At this time, Sean was trembling with excitement and he blurted out, "Mr. Anderson, will I be cured as soon as I drink this medicine that is decocted with water?" Alex nodded slightly before he shrugged and said, "Yes, you will definitely recover after taking this medicine, but you are still lacking a drug primer." "A drug primer?" Sean asked hurriedly. "What do I need to use as a drug primer? Tell me and I will get someone to prepare it immediately." Alex smiled before he said, "Since there is a large amount of blood stasis, you will need to use human urine as a drug primer for your medicine."